You know what I'm saying? So check it out. It go. Come on, sport. I was pulling strings while you was stealing strings from Jansports. You can never break fly if you was at airport. You could never get airborne. You're the type of cat that a Care Bear never could care for. Never should have stepped in my territory. Who you shaved your beard off and dyed your hair for. Homie, like a test that you never prepared for. Given in a class that you never was there for. You could never roll this deep if you joined the Marine Corps or blow if you was fucking with C4. Broke it from the mainstream, took me a detour. You're not a real threat, you're just a decoy. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Fresh kills, I'm fresh ill like I just stepped out of Creedmoor. I got a hunch like Igor that once you hear it, you're gonna need more. Dope at first plus doper than B4. Mo deeper than a natural resource. You will get torn a new asshole and then your asshole will get retorn. If you try to step with a retort, homie, do you harm, you don't have any recourse. Confidence gone that can never be restored. You might never again record. You might end up deformed. What's the story with leapfrogs? What do they leap for? As a young ball, used to smoke hella reefer. Now I've been reformed. Homie set a high bar for you to reach for. Grew up on daylight eating peace porridge. That's the type of rappers I speak for. So I try to stay so unique for. I got a knuckle sandwich for your keister. I am a conquistador. I make it top 5 next 4. I'm probably adored by the girl next door. I am a sight for sore orbs. I flow like a cyborg, albacore. Pretty girl, drop your drawers. I'll bang your back out till you need to kidnap a chiropractor and be his captor. I'm about to get in. This really can go on forever. It goes on for a long time.
All right, so why is it your favorite?
I told you, they're like my children.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I did allow favorites, and I spit one that I really loved. That one I really loved because it was so fun to write it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would just write it, and I'll be like, I can't think of any more words that rhyme with or right now. So I'll go, eat some and think of some. Oh, fork. This is a fork. It has or in it. Or, I'm watching sports. That has or in it. You know what I'm saying?
So was it inspired by the whole 22 twos, 33 threes, 40, etc.?
No, it wasn't. Even though, yeah, I've always,
I know you appreciate wordplay.
Yeah, I appreciate records like that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess perhaps in a way, because it's records like that where somebody says, let me sit down and gather a whole bunch of content, whether it be, phonetically or whatever it is. So it is similar to that in that vein, phonetic excellence. You know what I'm saying? That's, I'm all about that.
No, that's like, the whole Papoose and the alphabet.
Yeah, that was a dope record. You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
Yeah, word up.
Very good. Homeboy Sandman.
Hey, yo, I had 4 figures like Ric Flair when I was 18 in my profession. But now I'm 26 and it's the same, so I'm kinda stressing. You niggas worry about designer dressing. I gotta worry about making sure my niggas share my succession. But then maybe I should try accepting the reality that I'm a lone star like a Texan. Yo, in my life I got a lot of questions. Like how can niggas rap about killing and they ain't never shot a weapon? How the fuck can the president rob elections? If the governor can be recalled, then why elect him? Why is it I can make a beat out of a choir section, but when the preacher talk, I don't even try to listen. Look, I ain't got time for reverence. Face it, the only sacred is vagina. That's my kind of blessing. Hearing Philly niggas die by the second from fire weapons with barrels longer than my erection. Put the 9 in your face while you're stretching. Niggas tell me my mind's in space like the Jetsons. Shit is real, no time for guessing. I got a big thirst for happiness and money, and I'm trying to quench them. And anybody that's trying to question, I leave them dusted like the New York skyline on 9/11. As God is my witness, I am destined to shine so bright you bitch niggas need eye protection. Even blind and deaf man can see that I'm a veteran. Fingers 5 of death smack you down like it's wrestling. The only thing I'm sure of is life's a lesson. L to the F dot Daze. Bye, I'm stepping.
Alright, that shit was ill. So why is that the favorite of yours?
I like the wordplay. You know what I mean? I rhymed off the same rhyme scheme through a 24-bar rhyme, and I was making a lot of points that at the time I wrote it I thought were important points to be made. And it's a song that I always got a lot of good feedback from that verse.
Where I know that spitting a favorite verse, you can often you attach a visual to the line. Is there any visuals that go with that? In what you were spitting there that really just stick out to you? Like
in my mind, I always envision a video, I would actually be like in a church. You know what I'm saying? Or something to that effect. I always seen like silhouettes, like you say, the New York skyline on 9/11.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was.
That to me was the most visual line in that verse there.
And every time I get to that line, people like create. And actually, at the time I wrote that, it was a lot closer to when that was something that would grab people real quick. You know what I mean? But nah, that was basically my favorite verse because going off the rhyme scheme for as long as I did and making the sense I did when I did it, I thought was like real thorough. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
It's my favorite verse right here, man. I like to, cats. I think cats look at me sometimes and prejudge the type of shit that I'm gonna come with. So I like to fuck them up with this one right here. Right?
All right.
Yo. My mind is a threat to the government agenda. Illuminati running shit the president pretend to. Serve and protect, but he swerve and neglect. Paying for they war, using money out a nigga check. In the name of God, Bush gon' body your squad so that Christians feel safe from Islamic jihad. It's like a new crusade, and at the end of the day, Carlisle and Halliburton still both get paid, while the soldiers and the poor folk both get played. Rich folks gon' get a tax break laying in the shade. Revenge for 9/11, bloodshed on soil, just the premise used to invade and lock oil. Makes my blood boil how they plan to take care of shit. Go to the Middle East, kill every terrorist, set up puppet government with installed officials. Men and women's children's lives really ain't an issue. Red, white, and blue on some gangbang shit. But when it comes back around, man, karma's a bitch. Same shit that Bush did, I get locked up for. If 50 niggas in the front yard, kicked in the dough, snatch the owner up, and then take over the building, set up shop with the oil, start making a killing. And when the world asks when is this shit gonna stop, you tell them I did it cause this fucker threatened my pops. Yo, I fully understand that freedom is not free and all the other brainwashed from the powers that be. I respect all the soldiers that died for me, but fuck the politics and the Texas tea. Cause the Bushes and the Cheneys getting paid for a minute now. Run the whole country from the House to the Senate now. Saudi done invested like way too many pennies now, so they didn't really want to find Bin Laden anyhow. Skulls and Masons, power and paper chasing. Another Vietnam situation, what we facing, disgracing what this country should die for. Now every generation here out gon' fight war. Eventually, one gon' take place on this soil, and then we'll realize blood is thicker than oil. Yo, a lot of shit don't make sense to me. Fact is, they never found no WMD. So why invade Iraq? Osama is Saudi. Let's keep America divided while we cloudy. Truth that this is a point for the bounty. Bush said, follow me to my new colony. Lies and propaganda on the TV. What's really going on is something we can't see. Like the war crimes in the Abu Ghraib prison, parents getting executed in their child vision, trained to kill innocents with militant precision, and then paint Islam as the terrorist religion. The Bible said this is the way it be. Prelude to the end would start with World War III, but can't we see the diff between wrong and right? History repeating itself. This is the third right. Pride and ignorance combines the worst type. A patriotism not add fear with the hype, with the Patriot Acts and the color code levels, assuming every Arab man's a Taliban devil. But Condoleezza Rumsfeld and the whole squad gon' one day still have to answer to God. So yo, pack up your shit, boy, and come back home. We got our own problems. Leave Iraq alone. You know what I'm saying?
Heaviness.
Something I wrote, you know what I'm saying, just like, Obama in there now, you know what I'm saying? But that was something I had wrote at the time when everything was going on, when that dude was still in office, you know what I mean? So I like to pull that out the hat because I think cats always think they got me figured out. So I like to throw that curveball at them, let them know what's going on up here. You know what I'm saying? It's a little deeper than what you think. Word up.
Steph.
All right?
Kaze in the building.
Peace.
Starting to beef, even if police see me, I leave, weaving the street speeding after stealing your Porsche. Catch you with a sleeve and a door bleeding, of course, I'm feeding you sleeping pills, wake you up and feed you some more. You can't achieve what I leave on the floor, either it's ether, I'm easily leaving you fiending for more. Pouring gasoline on the floor, leaving you dreaming. A sheep leaping a torch, screaming while you fall asleep on the porch. Say that I'm dissing names in the game, listen, your name is a trademark, like a fag in a prison. Same crazy cause my name wasn't given, say that I'm swinging in a pillow fight with a pillowcase full of kittens. You think this is a game that I'm spitting, I'll leave you naked chained in the basement. Payment like a slave in a prison. Duplicate what I'm spitting, you'd be better playing Russian roulette with a 12 gauge in the kitchen.
Alright.
That's just, I go to that shit when I do live shit because it's so twisted and people are kind of like, whoa! I try to get reactions out of people most of the time.
Where was, what inspired the verse?
It's funny. I guess what inspired it is when I do shows, I see people do it. I do it too, but you see the crowd kind of just do this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have people do this. Oh shit! Did you hear that shit? Yo, that's the kind of shit I want a reaction out of people when I do shows.
Alright.
So just wordplay and punchlines.